All right, everybody. Welcome. Jason Antin here, gnarly athlete, technical climbing guide, mountain performance coach. But I've got news for you. I wish I had a really beautiful home gym, but I don't. This is my garage, and there's like nothing in here. So all you need, a pair of ice tools, a backpack loaded 20% of your body weight, and a step. I couldn't even find a step, so I had to make one. Got 2 Homer buckets, a piece of wood, and some straps. You don't need much to get busy. Join me, I'll show you guys a great workout. All right, team, first up, weighted step-ups. Why are they great? They use your whole body to simulate that uphill movement we all love. All you need are a pack with some weight in it. I'm using 20% of my body weight and something to step up onto. Again, I just constructed my own step. I don't have anything fancy. A chair would work, but just find something to step up onto. If the weight seems heavy at first, 20%, go lighter. All that matters is that you're taxing your body by forcing it to stabilize a little bit better. So here's how we do a good step up. Shoulder that pack. Cinch up the straps. And find that step. Next thing you're gonna do is I want you to go through those series of step-ups, alternating your legs. So all the way up and all the way down, every single rep. Up, and switch legs. The first one of our workout is gonna be 10 minutes. Use this one to get warmed up. Don't go too hard. Make sure your body, your lungs, and your heart are getting ready to go. Do as many as you can in 10 minutes, and then stop. Take about a 1-minute rest, move on to phase 2. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to phase 2. I'm gonna show you the hip mobility circuit. This is one of my favorite exercises. I learned this back in college when I was playing football, and I've carried it over to my mountain sports. Why is it great? It really works your hip stabilizers and develops mobility throughout your entire lower body and lower back. It's a really simple drill. I do this multiple times a week, and it would definitely benefit you whether you're a hiker, a trail runner, a mountaineer, what have you. This thing's awesome. Here's how it's done. Get into that tabletop position. Tabletop position is hands on the ground, knees on the ground, flat back. You're gonna start with your right leg out to the side, and you're gonna do 10 repetitions by lifting your leg straight up, okay? 1, 2, now we're moving on to the next exercise, which is legs straight behind you. With a straight leg, put it behind you, flex your toe to your shin, and elevate your heel to the ceiling. 10 reps. Everything's 10. Next up is the mule kick. Do the mule kick. Then bring your knee to your chest, arch your back, and then kick that bent leg behind you. 10 reps here. Next up is a hydrant, or bent leg to the side. So the knee bent at 90 degrees, you're gonna elevate as high as you can. You should have greater range of motion. Now with that bent leg, you do 10 circles forward, and then immediately 10 circles backwards. Looks like this. Make sure you do the exact same number of reps to the other leg. That's hip mobility. Go through it once all the way through. Remember, 10 reps for every single exercise. All right, everybody, hopefully you're warm by now. You just did 10 minutes of step-ups and the hip mobility circuit. Now we're moving on to the next part of our workout, and it's broken into 2 distinct phases: step-ups and strength conditioning blocks that are in Tabata format. For the step-ups, you're gonna be doing a set of 8, a set of 6, a set of 4, and finally a set of 2. Remember, you always have that pack on with 20% body weight if you can handle it. In between those blocks of step-ups, you're gonna be doing strength conditioning circuits to the tune of 20 and 10. 20 seconds and 10, 20 and 10 for 8 rounds. For those of you guys familiar with that number breakdown, it's the Tabata flow. It's pretty easy to remember it, and that's why I programmed this for you. Everything you should do should be easy for you to get done. We want you to stay busy, want you to stay active, and keep your fitness up while we're in these isolated times. So again, our step ups are gonna be, with that pack, 20% body weight. We already did our 10, next up can be an 8, and then a 6, and then a 4, and then a 2. In between that, our blocks will work. First one up is gonna be alternating lunges and a squat hold. So for 20 seconds, we're doing alternating lunges. For 10 seconds, we're doing a squat hold. 20 seconds of lunges, 10 seconds of hold for 8 rounds. So what do you need for this? A spot on the floor and some sort of timer. For 20 seconds, I'm gonna be doing perfect alternating lunges. When that 20-second timer's up, I'm gonna do a 10-second squat hold. That's 1 round, do 7 more. All right, here we go. 20 seconds of lunges. I'm gonna alternate, keep my chest up the entire time. Remember, don't focus on driving that knee forward, but rather dropping that back knee straight down to the ground. Okay, I got 5 more seconds of lunges. Now a squat hold. 90 degrees at the thighs. Hold it here. 3, 2, 1. Back to lunges. So 20 seconds of this, going back and forth until we get to 8 rounds. So for 20 seconds, I'm doing push-ups. Now for 10 seconds, I'm holding this high plank position. And then once it comes down to 0, going back to push-ups. 3, 2, 1. All right, back on the ground after a hard set of step-ups. We just finished that 6-minute block. Hopefully you're starting to realize that time's going down and you can really increase your intensity with the step-ups. But back on the ground here, we're going back to another Tabata block. Remember, 20 seconds and 10, 20 and 10 for 8 rounds. With this particular block, working your core. You're gonna go to good old-fashioned sit-ups. So finding a good spot on the ground, full extension all the way back and all the way up. Again, keep an eye on our watch, working for 20 seconds. Remember, we only have 8 rounds, so go as hard as you can. When 20 seconds is up, we're gonna hold what I call the core balance and core stability exercise. I actually learned this from one of my coaches 15 years ago in college, and it was great watching 350-pound linemen just hold this position. But it really works your entire core, focuses on your lower back, and if you wanna make it harder, stick those legs out. Again, holding this for that 10-second window. So you just finished hammering out 4 minutes of hard step-ups. Again, I can't reiterate this enough. We're getting low in that time, so really ramp up your intensity with that pack on your shoulders. For this Tabata block, we're gonna be doing 20 seconds of squats. So really good form squats. Feet shoulder width apart, chest up. You've been watching the Gnarly channel all week. You guys know how to do a bodyweight squat. You wanna go all the way down, driving off your heels. We're doing this exercise for 20 seconds. This is the last focused leg exercise we're gonna be doing, so really go hard. For the 10-second block, time for pull-ups. If you have a pull-up bar at home, use that. If you have a hangboard, use that. But I'm getting ready for the mountains. I'm trying to stay motivated. I'm gonna use my ice tools. So hanging these suckers on a gym rafter, a garage rafter. Got 10 seconds of work. Pull-ups, full extension. And then as soon as that 10 seconds is up, right back to squats. Back and forth, back and forth. Remember, 8 rounds. For this one, we're doing 20 seconds of a dead hang. A dead hang is meant to challenge your grip in your forearms and we're gonna be using arm circles as an active rest for the 10 count. To do a good dead hang, you can use a variety of resources. You can use a pull-up bar, you can use a hang board if you have one readily available. Just remember here, it's really important that you make sure your fingers are warmed up, those tendons are really warm before you start using any edges or holes that are too small. So make sure you're properly warmed up. I'm gonna use my ice tools. So I hung my ice tools here from the rafters, position my watch so I can actually see it, and I'm gonna hang for 20 seconds. I have a nice relaxed grip, but notice I'm not fully just limp as a noodle. I'm gonna bring my shoulder blades together and actively engage my shoulders and upper back. Then I'm holding it here for a full 20 count. And then when I'm done, an active rest with arm circles. Remember, we're always doing 8 rounds, so 20 seconds of a dead hang, 10 seconds of arm circles. All right, everyone, that's a wrap. We just spent 60 minutes together. I really hope you enjoyed that workout. Don't forget to properly fuel yourself and cool down. Don't just go back inside and sit down. Make sure you take 10 or 15 minutes to stretch, foam roll, get that engine cooled down. These times are kind of tough for everybody. I don't really like working out in my garage. I don't really like working out at home, but we don't really have a choice. So stay motivated, keep working hard, and I'll see you out in the trails. Thanks for joining me.